What is going on, guys? Emerge Sparks here for the second episode of Rhodes to Ronaldo. As you can see here, I bought a David Goodwillie. I'm going to be playing him in centre forward, got him in the right formation. He will link with Jordan Rhodes, and that way I can make a Premier League team around with using Goodwillie to gain the chemistry. Also, I did have to use part of my 1,000 coins to get Jordan Rhodes back from his injury, but that's all fine now. So we come up in the first game of the episode against Napoli Sausage, 63 attack, 61 mid, 62 defence. And I was hoping I could get 3 or 4 goals in this game. As you can see, his team isn't really up to much. Just a silver striker, really. And I enter the game early on. I come through with Jordan Rhodes. Then he gets shrugged off the ball. He wins it back. Everts charges through, plays it into Rhodes. He gets brought down in the box. I wouldn't say that was a penalty. I would just say that should have been play on, because he did get the ball, but FIFA always gives them. I put Jordan Rhodes on the penalty. He steps up, and of course he scores. So it's 1-0 to me early on in the 12th minute. That kind of set the tone for the rest of the game, really. Not long after that, David Goodwillie, using his 84 pace, just bursts through the defence and just slots it in. So it's 2-0 to me in the 15th minute. Goodwillie again just cuts back, and he is a quality player. But he will be against bronze. I'm not quite sure what it'll be like against gold defenders. But anyway, I was 3-0 up on the 34th minute with David Goodwillie. And again, in the second half, Goodwillie just blasts it. It looks like it takes a bobble over the keeper's hands, but I'm not quite sure. And I was 4-0 up. But then he did kind of get a consolation. He put it in. The game froze with a bit of lag. I thought the game was going to disconnect, but it didn't, and he just gets his head on it. So it's 4-1 in the 60th minute. Not quite sure about the celebration. And then not long after that, Ngolok Goodwillie gets the ball, plays it into Jordan Rhodes. He finds himself in some space. He doesn't really burst through. He uses his strength to shrug off the defenders and just puts it in the bottom corner. And it was 5-1. I think 80th minute. And I think that's how it ended. No, it didn't. Jordan Rhodes came through again to make it 6-1. I thought it ended 5-1, but obviously it ended 6-1. And that was it, the last goal of the game. I got it with Jordan Rhodes. Showing he can use his left foot as well, though, with that finish. And at full time, I won 6-1. Got quite a few coins from that game. I think that took me up to 900 coins, actually. As you can see, maybe he was new to the game, maybe he was just doing a road to glory. After that, I did pick up a Steven Nzonzi and a Sandro to play in my CDMs. These will eventually drop to the bench when I get more coins, but this is just a matter of making my team a bit stronger for the next games. And I come up against this guy. Oh no, it wasn't this guy. It must be the next guy. Yeah, it was the next guy. And I saw the attack he had, the 86 attack, and I thought I might as well just play him. I was thinking about leaving. I decided to play him. I wasn't sure at the time, but then I decided that I was going to play him, and it was quite lucky that I did play him, because I thought maybe he was playing with one striker just with a Torres up front or something, but it did turn out he had 2 blues. He had De Jong and Dost up front, so I knew that if he got through he was going to score, because my keeper is a bronze and Dost with a 94 shot, and I think De Jong is a high 80 if not a low 90, so it's going to be a hard game against T and Busquets. Early on he comes through with Dost. I knew he was going to score this. There wasn't really much I could do to prevent it, and he just slots it in with Dost. Then he kind of like gets sloppy at the back. He's trying to pass it around, be funny, or just try and be cocky. I win the ball back with Nzonzi. Then I don't know what he's doing there. Puts the ball out to Goodwillie. He just slots it home. Stupid defending, and it was 1-1. And I was going to take that goal. It was stupid on his take. But anyway, Jordan Rhodes wins the ball back here. Kind of lucky, really. And he slots around the keeper. And it was 2-1. Kind of shocked about this, because his team was worth well, not really worth loads, but it was worth about, I'd say about 60k compared to mine, which has about Rhodes and not much else. Then Good Willie comes in here, puts it in, and then Rhodes headers it in. I wouldn't say that was sweaty because there wasn't really much else I could do with Good Willie there. So I just had to put it into Rhodes and he just headed it in. I was 3-1 up. Then Rhodes came through, put it through. Somehow this happened. Good Willie got to it and I was 4-1 up. God knows how he got to that ball, but I'll take that goal. And it was 4-1 to me. And that was how it ended, 4-1 to me. In the hardest game of the series by far. But then after that I got Tamas and Clark as my centre-backs. I was needed to strengthen the defence. Clark with a 71 pace. But he's obviously a good defender with 71 pace, 76 defending and 78 heading. Not too sure about Tamas. Anyway, on to the next game. I come up against Betty Lockett, 11. And I thought this was going to be a close game, but then I saw his team. It had Van der Vaart, Tevez, Ramirez and Diaby, is it? I'm not quite sure. But Tevez and Van der Vaart, they were going to tear me to shreds. And it wasn't long before he was in the lead. Tevez played it through to Stockley. And for some reason I decided to be stupid. I threw it out. And Van der Vaart wins the ball back and he just puts it in. And then Stockley there. I thought Van der Vaart scored that then, but I wasn't. Obviously not. And then Stockley, one of his bronze players, puts it in. But then not long after that either, he came through Van der Vaart, put it into the path of Tevez, plays it back into Van der Vaart. I defend poorly, and then he just slots it in. It was 2-0. Then Stockley again. What happens here, I don't know. That's the biggest load of rubbish on FIFA. Clearly, in real life, he would have just got the ball out, but instead he decided to slide tackle. I gave away a penalty. And it was obvious he wasn't going to miss this penalty with Tevez. And he just tried to take a mick of it. He went 3-0 up on the 23rd minute. Not long after that, Stockley out to Ramirez. And somehow my keeper didn't get there, and it was 4-0. I didn't know what was going on, really. And Tevez 5-0 off the post. This was not a good game, but then not long after that, Good Willie comes in. He makes it 5-1. I made sure that I was going to finish that. I didn't want to miss that. Didn't want this to be too embarrassing. But then Good Willie came through again. Nice little finish into the corner. Made it 5-2 in the 90th minute. I kind of redeemed myself in the last 10 minutes. And that was how that one ended. If I would have played like I did in the last 10 minutes, then it would have been better. But anyway, I got Cranchar after that game, and that's how it ends. And for this episode, got Nico Cranchar, Sandro, and Zonzi is injured. Good Willie, Tamas and Clark this episode. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you for the next episode. Subscribe.